Okay, we're here with Pacquiao Jr. Just give us a quick update on how your dad's looking, man. I see you were at the gym yesterday. Jordan Coxon was there. A couple of other names I can't remember. Just give us an update on how he's looking.
Man, he looks really good. I mean, there's 3 weeks left, 4 weeks left to the fight, and yeah, he's looking ready. You know, if the fight's next week, I think he's ready. So, yeah, he's looking good.
Yeah. What do you think of Spence as a fighter, man? And he hasn't been putting out too much, and like your dad who has all his media surrounding him, we see exactly how he looks, his abs, everything. What do you expect from Spence? How do you think he's doing right now, Chiz?
Yeah, you know, I expect Spence to be in the best shape, you know, since he's also a fighter. He knows how big this fight is, so I expect him to be in the best shape.
He said he was going to approach your dad, not like he's 42, but if anything, like the Pacquiao who fought Thurman. That's obviously a good mentality to approach your dad with. How do you feel about that, him just preparing himself for your dad mentally? Physically, he's not really showing how he's doing it, but mentally, you know, the way he's approaching your dad.
Yeah, I think he's supposed to, you know. This is a big fight, and I think there's 3 belts on the line. So it's going to be a big fight, so he has to come in shape and ready, you know, mentally.
Yeah. What do you think is motivating your father for this fight? Because from what I see, like, it's almost like an individual thing of what motivates him per fight. You know, sometimes it could be this is a guy you can't beat, a guy that's bigger, a guy that's gave him a draw or something. What do you think is motivating him for this fight?
I think it's legacy, first off, and then it's also to help the people in the Philippines, because I don't know if he has a lot of videos out there where he says this is the reason why he fights, is to help the people in the Philippines. So I think that's also a big reason.
Yeah. Obviously, some people believe that this could be your father's last fight. Only he would know at the end of the day. But if he were to be his last fight and he'd gone to be president of the Philippines, that'd be pretty crazy, man. Have you like even thought about that? I know it's getting too far ahead, but just have you ever crossed your mind?
Actually, me personally, I want this to be his last fight, you know, because he's 42 already, and yeah, I just want him to enjoy and, you know, not take any more punishment. And yeah, it's crazy, you know. I never thought my dad would be president, but I'm gonna support him all the way.
That'd be crazy. What is your earliest memory of your dad? Like you were a kid, like one thought that stood out, the earliest memory?
The earliest memory?
Maybe. Was it a fight, an interview or something? I don't know, a gym session or something, like anything in particular?
Yeah, I mean, I think the first time I saw him train ever was in Manila, and that was in Baguio, I think. And I was just like, wow, he goes through this every time he fights. It's like there's always a crowd, you know. He runs in the morning, and like, yeah, it just seemed really, really crazy at the time.
His training, did it seem hard for you at the time? Like this is a lot of work to be where he's at. It takes a lot of work. Is that how you felt about it?
Yeah, I mean, like looking at it from the outside, I mean, the road work, the sparring, the mitts, and like he trains 6 days a week, so you know, that's hard.
Yeah, you know, obviously being Pacquiao's son is not ever going to be easy, being a son to a father of that caliber, of that prestige. But you know, I gotta ask you about just being a junior, like Chavez Jr. You know, he catches a lot of he has a tough time, man, with the people. He just lost to an MMA fighter, but just in general, do you think it's unfair that he's catching this criticism, man? Or how do you feel about it? Like, I know people sometimes they say good things or bad things about you. You know, how do you feel about the overall criticism?
You know, I think it's normal, because you know, people will hate, people will love you, but yeah, I think we shouldn't compare though, you know, because even though he's a junior, like just like me, you know, we're still 2 different people. So I think it's not good to compare. So
yeah, definitely. You do a lot of things aside from just sometimes being around your dad, or we see you were throwing midway with Marvin Somoza the other day. Just outside of boxing, you do a lot of things, man. What do you think is eventually going to be your calling if it's not boxing? You know, trying to match what your dad did in the ring one day.
If it's not boxing, then I guess I'm also into like business. So you know, I'm a college student right now too. So yeah, I think I still have a bright future ahead, even if it's not boxing. So yeah,
definitely.